In an age where pop stars must adhere to tightly controlled aesthetics and create algorithm-optimized music, Charli XCX stands out as the ultimate disruptor. Her Brat era doesn't just break the rules, it demolishes them, revels in the chaos, and dares you to look away. But what exactly is this era? A brilliant act of subversion or an outpouring of an artist who refuses to conform? As Charli invites us into the pixelated, club punk whirlwind of Brat, the question looms, is this pop perfection or is it glorious chaos? Charli XCX has always been an artist unwilling to be confined to one genre. From her breakthrough with the pop hit Boom Clap to her experimental dive into underground glitch pop with mixtapes like Pop 2, Charli has balanced mainstream appeal with avant-garde experimentation. She's not just reacting to pop's evolution, she's steering it. With Brat, she's not seeking approval, she's demanding attention. The album itself, with its pixelated lime green text and visuals that combine Tumblr core with nightclub flyers, serves as a manifesto, raw, unfiltered, and entirely hers. The sound of Brat is relentless, drawing inspiration from early 2000s UK club culture, Hyperpop's glitchy aesthetics, and Eurodance chaos. It's a landscape where polished pop melodies clash with industrial noise. Tracks like Von Dutch assault listeners with mechanical beats, while club classics throws us into late-night euphoria. Yet beneath this sonic intensity lies vulnerability. Charli is not just making noise. She's pouring her personal diaries into neon ink and shouting them into a crowded rave. What sets Brat apart isn't just its genre-defying sound, it's the unflinching honesty behind the lyrics. In Sympathy is a Knife, Charli reveals her insecurities in the wake of close friendships, possibly referring to her relationship with Lorde. So I is a heartfelt tribute to her late friend and collaborator, Sophie, whose influence permeates the album. These aren't just tracks to dance to, they're confessions processed through movement, making Brat both thrilling and emotionally potent. Beyond the music, Brat has grown into a movement of its own. The term Brat has evolved into a cultural aesthetic, a meme language, a fashion statement, and a rallying cry for fans seeking authenticity over perfection. TikTok is awash with Brat-coded edits, while fans proudly embrace the pixelated green branding. It's not just online. Mainstream media outlets like the New York Times and Pitchfork have begun discussing the significance of this era in pop music. Brat resonates because it captures the contradictions of today's world. In an era where every action is scrutinized on social media, Charli rejects the polished facade. The album cover looks like something made in Microsoft Paint. The rollout was filled with chaotic tweets, meme-like promotions, and antagonistic moments with fans. It felt like she was daring people to dislike her. But that's the genius. Charli isn't trying to be liked in a conventional sense. She's carving out a space where to appreciate her means accepting the full, messy, and raw picture. Commercially, Brat proved to be her most successful release to date, debuting at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and topping charts in several countries. This kind of success for an album so abrasive and anti-mainstream is rare. Critics hailed it as her magnum opus, the culmination of years spent refining a sound the industry once considered niche. Fans, meanwhile, reveled in the album's empowering message. Finally, a pop star who isn't pretending to have it all together. Of course, such a claim inevitably came with criticism. Some deemed Brat self-indulgent, too noisy, or accused Charli of using anti-pop rhetoric while still pursuing mainstream success. The aesthetic itself, despite appearing uncurated, was for some too meticulously crafted. These critiques are not entirely unfounded. Yes, the Brat campaign, chaotic as it seemed, was executed with the precision of a seasoned pop operation. And yes, Charli's rebellion still operates within the pop system, aided by major label budgets and Grammy recognition. But perhaps that's the ultimate subversion. She's using pop's infrastructure to dismantle it from within. There's also the question of whether Brat will stand the test of time. Is it a snapshot of a fleeting pop moment? Or will its chaotic energy be remembered as the defining sound of this era? What's undeniable is that the album has sparked widespread discussion, not just about Charli, but about the very nature of pop. Is pop about perfection or about truth? Can chaos itself be a legitimate form of expression? And what happens when an artist fully embraces her contradictions? For Charli, Brat has unlocked a new creative freedom. It's not just an album, it's a philosophy. Charli has spoken openly about the catharsis of creating this album, how it allowed her to release pent-up frustrations and fully trust her instincts. That sense of liberation is palpable in the music, from the raw vocal takes to the throbbing bass. She's not trying to be perfect. She's striving for authenticity. Yet there's an odd kind of perfection within this chaos. By rejecting convention, Charli XCX has created something entirely her own. She's exposing her flaws, revealing her brilliance. In Screaming into the Void, she's found an audience that screams back louder. Brat is not just an album. It's a statement, a rebellion, and a release all in one. It's a celebration of contradictions, glamour and grit, high art aesthetics and lowbrow humor. It may just be the most important pop record of the decade. So is Brat pop perfection or chaos? The answer is both. And perhaps that's the point. In a world obsessed with binaries, mainstream versus underground, polished versus messy, Charli reminds us that true innovation exists in the blur. The Brat era is a dynamic, emotional collage of sound, feeling, and critique. It's loud, messy, vulnerable, brilliant, and above all, unforgettable. At its core, Brat is not just a sonic rebellion, it's a cultural one. Charli dares us to view pop as more than a glossy product. It's an emotional battleground. She strips away the polished pop veneer and replaces it with raw, unfiltered digital graffiti. In doing so, Charli has unlocked what many artists spend their careers chasing, the freedom to be unapologetically themselves. Brat speaks to a generation tired of perfection. Gen Z, steeped in curated feeds and influencer culture, sees in Charli someone who burns down that system and turns the ashes into glitter. She validates their contradictions, messiness, and emotional volatility. Brat isn't just music, it's survival in bass-heavy form. Charli has always been a tastemaker, shaping today's pop landscape. Whether through hyperpop collaborations with boundary pushers like Sophie and A.G. Cook, or making abrasive sounds anthemic, she's always been ahead of the curve. But Brat might finally bring her the mainstream recognition she deserves. It's no longer just her cult following singing her praises. The industry at large is starting to see Charli as a trendsetter, not a follower. In her loudest, brashest, most chaotic moment, Charli XCX has delivered her most focused and intentional vision. Brat couldn't exist in any other time, yet it feels timeless in its emotional depth. By embracing chaos, Charli has found clarity. By rejecting perfection, she has created her most perfect statement. Where does Charli go from here? That's anyone's guess, but she's proven time and again that she refuses to be boxed in. Whether she dives deeper into avant-garde noise, returns to mainstream pop, or invents something entirely new, one thing is certain: she will do it on her own terms. Whatever comes next, Brat will be remembered as the moment Charli XCX cracked the pop matrix open and danced through its fragments. Brat is both a question and an answer. It challenges the listener and declares artistic intent. It's chaos and it's genius. And if you don't get it yet, maybe that's the point. Because in Charli's world, being a Brat isn't just a phase, it's a revolution.